let me kind of like boil it down into so safety of intended functionality is beyond a regular failure, as you've said. So can you give us a use case for that?
So special case of functional safety is you have electronic units in cars. For example, today's simple passenger cars have around 100 electronic control units for several items, for several cases that are being controlled in cars. Let's say the ABS system or emergency brake assistant. And if a failure occurs in one of these systems and a hazard will occur, then we talk about functional safety. SOTIF now is you have no failure in the system, but outside in the environment. Let's say the classic case of you drive in a car in a narrow road, parking cars on each side, right and left, and of course there's the case a child is trapping a ball running, crossing the track of your car. So what are you doing? Of course, just in front of the cars, running out of some parking cars, you of course brake. So imagine now the system that's been installed in a passenger car to protect this scenario. So take care of this scenario and even act faster than the driver. So we have lots of systems assisting you in the car as a driver. You know that already. Cameras are being installed in all modern cars to watch the track you are driving at. Then you have radar systems, for example the ACC, the adaptive cruise control, to keep distance, the distance of the car driving in front of you, to keep the distance equal the whole time. So you need cameras and radar systems to cover all weather scenarios. So if you take use of these cameras or radar systems or LiDAR systems, then some errors could occur. Of course, the errors could occur in the electronics and software in all these systems, but this is a matter of functional safety, of course. What is now SOTIF? So you have this child, the camera perceives this child, and if it sees the ball, and we have the algorithms in it that detect the child and the ball, then the system could bring the system to a halt. That means an emergency stop. What happens if this system perceives this child, but the child is not there? So this is, for example, called a false positive. So you have the hypothesis of the camera and of the algorithm. You detect a child and a ball, then there's the case, but there is none. And you have this emergency brake. And the driver doesn't even know what happens. So this is some error that could occur, but it is not caused by some elementary, for example, random or systematic fault. So systematic fault would mean that there is a software fault in the algorithm that detects something wrong. There is something in the perception. So you get a signal somehow and you identify the signal as a child or as a ball. And yes, the child trapping this ball. So, and where does this error come from? This is not covered by a systematic analysis in functional safety. So this had to be extended in this new SOTIF standard.